Hello everyone, and welcome back to Witch Vamp Tarot. So today we're going to do a very quick and to the point reading about what kind of little treat you should give yourself right now. So this time, instead of having crystals or cards to choose from, I thought it would be kind of fun to do little different trinkets. So I gathered these up from around my house, and please just choose whichever one you feel the most drawn to. Most likely that will have your message inside. And if you feel like you want 7 different little treats, then feel free to go ahead and watch all of them if you wanted. And yeah, we'll just get right to it. So this will be group number 1, group number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we'll have all the different timestamps below, so go ahead and click on whichever one you wanted, and I'll see you over in your reading. Let's get started with group number 1. Hi group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So if you're in group number 1, you've chosen this little clown baby made by my brother, a cute necklace. And today's reading, like I said, will be a quick to the point one about what kind of little treat you should give yourself right now. We'll be using the Tarot Familiars deck again, and yeah, we'll get one card just to get an idea of what your little treat should be. Oh, well, that came flying out. And then we're gonna get a second card that will represent what, if anything, are some obstacles or difficulties standing in the way of giving yourself this little treat. If there's anything blocking you, what might that be that you need to get out of the way in order to let yourself have this? So the treat was I'm losing everything. All right, but we got that. All right, group number 1, now I got that all straightened out. So your little treat card is the 5 of Wands. And the thing standing in your way of having that little treat is the 8 of Cups. So here's what I'm thinking. The 5 of Wands is a card about potentially conflict or things in a group. And the 8 of Cups is often seeking solitude. Putting that together, I think your little treat is to allow yourself to work alongside somebody or a group of people on something. If you tend towards being kind of like a lone wolf type and always thinking you have to do everything yourself, which I am one of those, then yeah, I think your little treat is allowing yourself to get help from others, to work with others. Could be in the sense of like even friendly competition, but I'm actually thinking more just straight up that it is like collaborating with people or coming together with people to find a solution to something, instead of the way that you might tend to work is to, like I said, think you have to do everything on your own. You have to figure it all out on yourself. That kind of feeling of like, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. Yeah, that's what you need to let go of. That's what's holding you back from working with others and getting this help. And yeah, your little treat is to just not push yourself so hard to have to do everything on your own. It's looking that simple to me, so I don't feel like we need to delve into it any further. That's your little treat coming your way. As soon as you can allow yourself to have it, then that should unlock the next steps forward. And maybe like this sad little clown guy, you were all alone, tears, desperation. Oh, he's he's having such a hard time, and covered in dog fur, which I cannot avoid around here. But if you team up with some people around you, it'll all be looking up. So thank you so much, group number 1. Like I said, I'm gonna keep these short and simple, so that's what I see for you here in your little treat. And I hope that you have a good weekend or whenever you're watching this, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi group number 2. So if you picked group number 2, your trinket is this little koi fish hairpin. And like I was saying, this will be a pretty quick to the point reading. What we're going, oh, there it is already. What we're going to do, which happened before I even told you, is we're going to get one card for what your little treat should be, and we're going to get one more card to help us find out if there's anything standing in the way of you giving this to yourself. Any kind of obstacle, or maybe a limiting belief, some kind of difficulty that's holding you back from letting yourself have this little treat. Let's see. All right. So we have the 7 of Cups for your little treat, and the 6 of Wands for what's standing in your way. Okay, so first with the 7 of Cups being the little treat that you should let yourself have now. 7 of Cups is a card about having lots of choices, or a fantasy, desire, something that you're like dreaming about. And in this case, I think it is that you have some sort of desire you'd like to move towards. Like right now it is just in a daydreaming fantasy state, but you haven't yet been able to take that action to move towards it. The 6 of Wands, usually this would be some kind of like successful leadership achievement kind of a feeling, but because it is in the position of what's standing in your way, I actually think it boils down to pride. The feeling I'm getting is that there's something that you desire, and it could be, like we're talking about in this case, a little treat. I don't know why. Here's the random example coming into my head, but say that you really want to try writing some fan fiction. You want to try writing fan fiction for some fandom that you're getting into right now, but you feel this sense of pride holding you back, either in that you're nervous to get started, or maybe you feel a bit like embarrassed, like you don't know if your writing's going to be good enough, or it's the kind of thing where you're like, what are people around me going to think if I do this? I don't want them to think I'm cringe. So I'm thinking it's pride specifically standing in your way. You'll just, as soon as you can let that go, just kind of be like humbled about starting something new, then you can give yourself this little treat of taking hold of that desire you've been dreaming about, and the pride getting out of your way, it just won't matter anymore. You can move towards it, and you'll be having your, like, it'll be a fun time when you're no longer worried about what people are thinking about you, or how good is it, or anything like that. You can just enjoy it for the kind of like hobby activity, or like artistic activity. I feel like it's that sort of a thing. You can enjoy it without needing it to result in success or accomplishment or recognition. You just want to have fun. So group number 2, I hope that you will really enjoy whatever this is that you've been dreaming about doing as soon as you've been able to put this feeling aside a little bit and just let yourself enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3. If you chose group number 3, your little trinket is this pom-pom Purin plushie. Oh, look at that. This cute little guy here from a UFO catcher in Japan, probably. Well, anyway. So today, like I said, we're going to be doing a pretty quick and to the point reading. We'll be getting one card out for what exactly is this little treat that you should give yourself now, and then we'll take a second card to get any messages about what might be standing in your way of letting yourself have this little treat. Any kind of blockages or limiting beliefs or obstacles of some type that are holding you back from having this right now. So let's see what we've got. Alright, 2 of them just popped out over here. Let me clean up my mess. Okay. So for your little treat, we have the 9 of Pentacles. And for what's holding you back, we have the 7 of Swords. So first, with your little treat card being the 9 of Pentacles, which I think is a great card to get for that, it's really a card about self-sufficiency, enjoying the fruit of your labors, something that you've worked hard for and achieved, and you're now able to enjoy that abundance that you've created. The 7 of Swords being in what's standing in your way, it is also a card that's really about independence and not necessarily self-reliance, but more like just focusing on yourself, doing something for yourself. You could go as far as saying self-serving, but what I think that's popping into my head because of it being what's holding you back is feeling like doing this something for yourself would be too self-serving. So the other thing I'm thinking is that the 9 of Pentacles has like a luxurious feeling to it. So the little treat that you should give yourself is something that to you feels very luxurious, something that feels like really taking care of yourself. This could be, of course, it really depends on the person, like what feels that way to you. It could be something like taking yourself out to get a nice meal, or some kind of like a treatment of some kind, you know, like having your hair cut or getting your nails done, anything like that. Whatever it is to you that you don't usually allow yourself, but you know that if you would, it would feel like a really luxurious way to have a little like self-care time. That's the little treat that you should give yourself right now. And the only thing standing in your way is that you're worried it's too sort of selfish, either out of the time that you need to take for yourself or spending that money on yourself. You know, maybe the people around you, usually you would spend money on them and you feel a little more hesitant to spend it on yourself. Whatever it is, time, money, or otherwise, that you're feeling it's too selfish to allow yourself this, that's the only thing stopping you. So as soon as you tell yourself, no, I do deserve this, then you can go enjoy it and just have a nice relaxing time to yourself, and enjoy also the fact that whatever you've worked on up until this point, you know, business, career, otherwise in your life, to have your current security and abundance, it's all right to allow that to be enjoyed by yourself, even if you usually are more focused on like spreading that to others, giving that to others, taking care of others with it. Yeah, it's time to take care of you. So group number 3, that's your quick little reading today. I guess I have one last thing because Pom Pom Pudding, being a little flan pudding guy, maybe there's like a nice bakery or restaurant or something like that that has desserts you would usually not treat yourself to, and that could be your little treat. Go get a luxurious little dessert and enjoy that all to yourself. But either way, whatever it turns out to be for you, I hope you really enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Hi, group number 4. So if you've chosen group number 4, your trinket is this miniature drinking gourd. Oh, look at that. It's functional and everything. So I'll set that back over here. And as I said at the start, this will be a pretty quick to the point reading about what little treat you should allow yourself right now. So we're going to get one card to represent what that little treat should be, and a second card that will indicate if there's anything standing in the way of you having this right now, like any kind of obstacle, any kind of blockage that's just stopping you from having this little something right away. Alright, we got one. Oh, the Magician. And for your blockage or difficulty, what's standing in your way? Alright, well, it's taking a minute here to get something out. Could be that there isn't much standing in your way. I'm not sure. Let's give it a few more shuffles and see if we end up with anything. Oh, there we go. Justice. Alright, well you have 2 major arcana first off. Alright, let me just fix these up here. So, group number 4, what I'm seeing for you with these 2 is pretty interesting. Your little treat, I think, actually will turn out to be a big treat, but the action that I'm going to tell you to take is small. I just think that it will lead to something very big. So with the magician is about having the power to manifest your dreams, to take action on them, and to create the exact life that you want. With this cat here and this book in front of the cat, the like magic sparkliness coming out of it and all of this, I feel like I need to tell you this might be the most specific one. To journal. The little treat you should give yourself is taking some time to journal exactly what you want in life. You could pick your own timeline of like what we're talking about, but let's say like a year from now, how exactly do you want your life to look? That's the little treat that you should take, is just taking that time to nail it all down exactly, you know, get all the details. How do you want everything to have turned out by then? With what's standing in your way being justice, and well, like, if I can get this to focus here, look at it, we got the key to Pandora's box. Pandora with the cat on top of it holding it down. I think the only thing standing in your way is fear of unlocking Pandora's box. It's like, if you were to ask for everything you want, you know, the what ifs. What if it doesn't turn out the way you expected? Or what if you ask for the wrong thing is something that I'm thinking of. It's what's standing in your way is sort of an indecisiveness or a lack of clarity. So I think at the same time, taking that step of journaling, like writing out everything that you want, will get you past this. So you don't even need to get past this to have your little treat I'm suggesting. I think that getting yourself this little treat of the time to write everything out, figure it out, and journal it all down will push this uncertainty aside. And then your big treat that's on the way is the fact that you already have the ability to perfectly manifest whatever it is that you're going to be wishing for. You just have to allow yourself to do it. So group number 4, I think that your little treat here is going to lead to some very big things. As soon as you know exactly what you're wishing for, that will unlock the potential that's already within you. And a year from now, or whatever kind of, you know, it could be 5 years, could be 3 months, whatever timeline that you're feeling for this thing, you don't need to worry about all of the hows, all of the how will it happen. Just figure out what exactly you're wanting. And from there, everything will fall into place. So I'm wishing you the best of luck with this. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 5. So if you've chosen group number 5, your trinket, there we go. Your trinket is this little spat from Hamtaro wooden keychain charm. And like I had said at the very start, today we're going to be doing a pretty quick and to the point reading about what little treat you should allow yourself right now. So we're going, oh, there's the first one already. We're going to get 2 cards. That first one is about your little treat, like what is it? The second card will be if anything is standing in the way of you having this right now, some kind of obstacle, some kind of limiting belief or difficulty, then what is that in order to allow yourself this little treat? So first you have the 5 of Cups. And for the difficulty, you have the Two of Wands. Alright, so before I even explain them separately, I can say that what your little treat is a pretty philosophical one, and that is to allow yourself acceptance and hope. There's a feeling of like needing to believe in hope again. Acceptance of things that have happened in life, and trusting that the flow of life, that the destined path, things like that, that you are on that path, even if something negative has occurred or something difficult. That doesn't mean that you've fallen off of your proper path. It's all part of it, and you'll move through it. And just like letting yourself feel hopeful again is your little treat. So to get into it a little bit more specifically, the Five of Cups being the card for what your little treat is. If we had, I wish I had one here to show you, but on the classic like Rider-Waite style tarot cards, there's a man standing with 3 spilled cups in front of him and 2 upright cups behind him. So he's looking only towards the spilled cups and feeling like mournful, excuse me, and feeling mournful or regretful about these cups that have spilled over. And what he doesn't realize is that there are 2 upright cups behind him with the possibility, the hope for the future and all of that. If he would just like turn around and take those opportunities behind him, they're waiting there. The Two of Wands is about decision making, contemplating, like I was saying, with like a life path, or feeling almost like you've fallen off of your path. I think the Two of Wands is kind of, you can imagine it like a fork in the road. You're at a fork in the road and you're worried which way is the right way. Like, what should you do? What decision should you make? Which way should you go? So you feel a bit stuck there and not sure what decision to make because you're worried it could be the wrong one. So what this, I think, is letting you know is it kind of, I won't say it doesn't matter which you pick, but you can let go of that worry about which one you're going to pick, because whichever one is the direction you move, that is the path meant for you. That is the way that life's flow is supposed to take you. So like I was saying, it's kind of a philosophical little treat, but it's to let go of that sense of worry and to allow yourself hope and peace again, and just like that trust in the flow of life, in the path that you're on, in the way that you're going. That is what I'm seeing for you right now. Group number 5, thank you so much for being here. I hope that things are looking up soon and you feel more at peace as you're, begin moving again, moving along, and then it'll seem like, oh, everything turned out all right in the end. And yeah, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 6. So if you have chosen group number 6, your trinket is this cute little purple Tamagotchi. And once I can get this settled here. So as I said at the start, we're going to be doing a pretty quick and to the point reading about what little treat you should allow yourself right now. We're going to get one card out here to represent what that little treat is, and then we will get a second card to help us figure out if there's anything standing in the way of you letting yourself have that right now. So let's see what we've got. All right. So for your little treat, we have the Three of Wands. And for what's standing in your way, we have the Queen of Wands. So first, with Three of Wands being the card of your little treat, The Three of Wands is about setting out on a new journey, anticipation of great things to come. Yeah, like launching something new, starting something new. But specifically here, I believe it is about planning for launching something new, planning whatever you need to line up in order to take those first steps towards this big thing. The Queen of Wands coming up as what's standing in your way. The Queen of Wands is very like passionate. The wands are a fire, related to the fire element. And the Queen of Wands is someone with a very like fiery personality, a lot of passion, creativity, just like full of a magnetic energy that I think it's standing in your way, in that you're sort of just like bursting with all of this passion, with ideas. It's almost like you're having too many ideas or too many passions. I'm not sure if this will feel correct for you, but what I'm thinking of is when you have like a lot of different interests and you're almost not sure which one is the one that would be the best to put that like time or effort towards. Which one do you want to, you know, something like, maybe it's the kind of thing you would need to buy some supplies to start if it were, say, you know, oh, I want to get into watercolor painting, but I don't know if I want to go ahead and buy watercolors and watercolor paper and brushes and this and that, because you have already like a bunch of different hobby supplies built up, and you're like, I don't know if I should invest in this new interest that I have, but oh, I've been looking at people painting and I really feel like I want to try it. Yeah, it's that like kind of so much passion for so many different things that you're afraid to take the steps towards this new one. But this is encouraging you to realize that this is not a negative thing, to have so many different passions, to like be so passionate about different subjects or different interests, and that whatever it is you've been thinking about starting soon, your little treat is to allow yourself to take time to plan, to look at what that would entail, and get ready to take the first steps towards it. So group number 6, I'm wishing you the best with your new venture, and I hope you really enjoy it and that it goes great. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hi group number 7. So if you've chosen group number 7, your trinket is this gay demon summoning circle patch. And so, as I said at the start, today's reading is going to be a pretty quick and to the point one about what little treat you should allow yourself right now. And we're going to get 2 cards for that. The first one will be about what your little treat is, and the second card will help us determine if there's anything standing in the way of you giving... Oh, there it goes. Hold on, I lost it to the floor. Gay demon and your little treat is the tower is pretty funny. So let me get a second one here for what's standing in the way. I'm already getting some ideas of what we're dealing with. Is there anything standing in the way of group number 7 and their interesting little treat? There we go. Strength. Alright, so group number 7, the fact that your tower card like flew out of the deck and fell on the ground, I think is actually kind of relevant here. Even the fact that your trinket is this gay demon summoning circle, and that what's standing in your way has to do with this strength card. I'm trying to put it all together where it feels very clear in my mind, the idea I'm trying to express, but apologies if I can't get it quite straight because it's feeling like hard to put into words. With the tower. So the tower is often some kind of like shocking upheaval causing event, something destructive, and you know, people find it very scary, think like this means something is going to go really wrong. Because this is your little treat. Because it's your little treat, let me tell you some other things that the tower can represent and I think are relevant here. And that is like liberation, or what's the word that I'm looking for? Like reinvention, release or breakthrough, all of those sorts of things. The tower can show you where there are things in your life that you need to let go of, where something is not serving, not working towards, not a part of your higher self, your true self even. So all of these combined, and strength, let me explain a little. Strength is like taming the inner beast, or the balance between sort of like your deep animal nature and your higher intellectual, much more structured and let's say like civilized self. It's holding that animal side, those like deeper instincts, in check with your intellect, things like that. But because this is the card that's over here as what's standing in the way, I think that it's more like there's something you think you need to tame, there's something you think you need to hold back, and the tower is asking you to let yourself set it free. Like, even the fact that on this specific tower card, it's like this owl flying free even through a storm going on, like very determined looking. That is what I'm feeling for you. Your little treat is actually just to set this piece of yourself or this particular thing free, that you come to a realization that you don't actually need to hold this back. It is safe to allow it to be free. And, you know, maybe one voice in your head or some people around you will say that you're acting like a unleashed demon or something like that, but there will be just as many or more people who are happy to have encountered this and see someone living their truth, living in freedom, and it'll actually be inspiring to them. So group number 7, I find that yours is another kind of like a philosophical little treat, but this idea of freeing something that you think needs to be tamed and it no longer needs to be held back. I hope that you enjoy your newfound sense of freedom. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.